139,900.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it's coming down based on the 4 hour, it should come down to, like 134 even, which is 20 pips, 20 pips away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed.
Yeah,
It's,
I did too.
might want to wait for a little bit of a, like it's dropping, might make a low, kind of retrace, and then continue down.
Yeah, I've got a runner running at the moment.
I got in a little late, to be honest. I got in at 134, 300.
Yeah, I'm about the same as well. Same as well.
Yeah, because
I
that
missed it too.
15-minute candle, the one that I marked, it was sketchy. It hit the top of the range, and then it came back again.
Yeah, the thing is, it hit the top, and then that took me out.
Yeah,
And then I waited for it to clear everything, and then I thought, okay, then I'll enter again.
yeah, that's why I waited. I'm like, oh, let me wait. Oh yeah, it should keep going down, and if we go past 134 even, let's see, 4 hours. Oh my god, my stomach. Here goes Max.
Did you get this?
133, 300. That would be the next level. Nope. Yeah, it's like 80 pips away.
Breaking these wicks wouldn't be a bad entry. I would have thought. I don't know, stop loss though. Well, your stop is just going to be then above this current 30-minute candle. If you're looking for these wicks too, because if these wicks are getting broken, then that means it's making a lower low, and then shouldn't break the high up over here. So, well, not too late.
Wow.
Just gonna keep dropping.
Yeah, for NY, my bias is going to be, well, of course it sells, it's coming down, it's good, it's making a low, it's going to come up, look for minor resistance, and then I'm going to look for a sell. Because this move down here, this is done. If you're coming to the charts right now, it's too late. Did you get the sells? I had one position, but I'm waiting for it to do a retracement, so that would be the trade of the day.
I'm closing one at 12 pips, and I'm getting the other one right.
Because right now we're making a low, then we'll need some sort of a minor resistance formed, and then a move down to retest this low. That would be the trade for me today. Please, quick analysis on NAS 100. I don't do NASDAQ, so I think you need to send a chart. I have a question. I struggle is how you set your bias. Well, if you look at the charts right now, you look at 4 hour, you're like, okay, well, it looks like 4 hour has room to come down into this area over here. So obviously this means the bias is sells. So you go down to the 1 hour, you see prices making a low, it's coming down. You go to 30 minutes, you see the 30 minutes created support, and then we started breaking the support. Now it's coming down, so the bias is bearish, right? So when the bias is bearish, you wait for minor resistances to be formed. So in this issue, if you've missed this trade, the best thing to do is to wait for price to retrace, kind of like make some sort of a resistance, and then take a sell. And that's the sell I'm waiting for today. That's what I'm going to wait for. Monty and them probably caught the London sells today.
No, they didn't.
I didn't take no sales. I took gold buys, man.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah.
I was gonna snitch on you.
You can snitch on me. No, I wasn't looking for sales, to be honest.
Because you didn't.
I just didn't like the higher time frame stuff. It's just from zones and stuff we had yesterday. But once it started breaking down, there was plenty of options, but just not for me personally. I went with gold buys instead.
Are you still in your gold buys, Monte?
Yeah, from 1162. To be honest, I took a little bit of drawdown, to be fair.
Yeah, mine was straight profits.
Yeah, nice, man.
I got in on the previous 30-minute candle.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes into it. Ping.
Yeah. So, nice, mate. Yeah, it's good timing.
I'm gonna hold until this daily flips bullish and fills the wick.
I was thinking whether we'd get that far. I'm not sure, but
bro, it's almost there.
Yeah, this is not far, is it? Yeah, we've got potential.
This 4-hour candle has engulfed the previous and it's filling the wick.
Yeah, for real.
We still have another hour and a bit for this 4-hour candle to go.
Yeah.
If we break 1724, then that's the daily wick. That's a daily flip bullish then.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've got marked up now. So.
1724.
Yeah, 1724, 70.
Yeah, nice work, man.
Yeah, the wick there, and then the wick fill will be down up to 1744.
Yeah, I'm in from 1716. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow. And the spread, sorry. Oh my god, I'm only getting 4 pips. That's crazy.
Yeah, my spread was low because I think mine was about 3.3 or 3.6, something like
really
that.
Good.
That's nice.
Really good.
I took mine was really based off the similar move the other day below like 1710 area.
Yeah,
I was looking for it there, and I like I said, when I entered, it was all right, but I did take drawdown, but I was expected to hold it for longer term. So. Yeah,
because if you look on the 30-minute chart, which is what I based my entry off, you can see yesterday we did almost the same move. We pushed up from like 1600s.
Yep.
Broke 17, came and retested 1710 area, and pushed up.
Yep.
So today, when I was watching, like a few hours ago, I was like, okay, it's come all the way back down again, but it's failed to break it. So it tapped. But then the 30-minute that I wanted to enter on closed like a kind of like a lightsaber.
Yes, yeah.
Like a double lightsaber. So I was like, right, okay, I'm not entering on this one. So then when the 30-minute candle broke the highs of where the resistance was formed on the previous ones,
the 15.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. That's what I entered on.
That's basically, I had a line mark there. Basically, I was going to take buys above there earlier. But then I see it kind of created a support on a 30-minute, resistance on 30-minute. And then when it came down again, that's when I took my entries there at like 1711, like at the bottom. But then I used like the lowest point. I was thinking that'd be the daily low, basically. And I took a bit of a risk, which worked out. So it's all right. GJ's flying now.
So this chart came in, should have anticipated. I think the target was right. I mean, if you got 10 pips, then you got 10 pips. That's what you were waiting for.
Yeah, I took a loss last night on AJ, and I took a loss again this morning on AJ buys. My bias for AJ buys was that it's gone even further now. But my bias for AJ buys was if you look on the daily, it's from resistance, right? But if you go into the hourly, it kind of made a support on the hourly.
I think if you send a marked up chart, that's going to help us all a lot because
I can't do that. I'm on an iPad.
Oh, okay.
I'm not on a computer like you guys.
So this gold chart here, I think, yeah. So you guys are looking at gold too. The only thing is this area here. This is where gold creates support, which is why you're seeing some sort of a rejection here in this area on gold. then this will be a problematic area to break out of 1720 to go up
Yeah,
to.
That's why I took kind of half profits at that point, just before.
But the best idea would be, since it's rejecting it, it might come down, create like a minor support, and then continue to go up. Kind of like what it did right over here, make another support here and then continue. Oh wow, what's this? GJ 30-minute. Wait for break below wicks with sell stops at 134, 180. Oh, nice. Looks like you got it. So since it's coming down, it's good because, you know, it's going to have some sort of reaction, come up, make a resistance, and then I'm going to look for those sells.
Done.
I was trying to find what made GPJPY drop, like the pound drop. Couldn't really find anything except for this German economy minister that did impacting the job market.
I thought it was Sunak's comments, or the budget responsibility people. They said the economy might drop 35% or something.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, so that was yesterday though. But I think it's
Yeah,
still.
I was going to say that was yesterday. So I think, and it came out on midday. So I think if that was going to impact, it would have impacted yesterday as opposed to today.
Do you think it would still weigh a bit heavy on people's minds, thinking actually things might be really bad?
Maybe, but I think a lot of that information was kind of known, right? None of that was really unexpected.
Yeah,
So that 35% drop they've been saying for the past week anyway from other forecasts. This was just a bit more official.
Yeah. Because I think they're the budget. What are they called? The thingy
OBR, the Office for Budget Responsibility.
They're independent from the government as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I think you could be entered now if you want to on DJ.
So this trade over here, there's one thing. I mean, if this 15-minute is closing bearish, you're still good, but now you're expecting it to break the support where it may have some issues because the TP is below the support. So you'll have to wait. So you'll have to see how you're going to manage it. Yeah, exactly. That one there, and then this gray box right over here too. Oh, what's this? First 10? Oh, nice. Euro GBP bull or bear? Interesting. Just by looking at the pound, the way the pound has weakened, I would say the Euro GBP had gone up. Let's take a look here. Euro GBP. Because pound, when it gets weaker and stronger, it gets weaker and stronger more than the euro. Oh yeah, it did go up. Could you give your opinion on my analysis? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. See. Oh. GJ 1 hour ABC overall bearish trend. Okay, bearish breakout in daily support zone in London session. Yep, we broke the zone. If it becomes below A, it will continue to zone B. Okay, it'll make zone B into zone C. Yeah, looks good. Makes sense, looks good. See, it's coming down right now. I would want to see a retracement to create like a minor resistance and then continue on down. So looking at the 30-minute and then looking left, you see that we are coming into a, so this is going to be a support area here, like 133, 800, 133, 750. Make it, bring it all the way here to the left. Because now we want to draw our areas, right? Because now when you're looking left, you see that this is a range. The support is right here at 133,770, and the resistance is right over here around 134,050 or 134 even. Because let's go to the 1 hour here. Yeah. See, this candle came down, rejected this area, created support, went up, and the next candle rejected this area, and so it became minor resistance. Right, so when this candle went up, it had to break that minor resistance. So this is a range, and this is like kind of like the resistance of this range. So probably draw a zone right over here. So now you have two zones, right? And then you have, see, the price has tapped into here, and once price comes below here, then it's gonna come into this rangy zone down over here, 133, 750. So this is, how big this is? 30 pips away. It's perfect. If you have hit your target for the day, but with only one trade, will the second trade still be overtrading? Yes. Yes, it will be.
Even if it's a runner.
How can a runner be a second trade when it's already in it? He just says, bro. Thoughts on UJ? Price broke the range with this strong bearish candle. Okay. Retest on 15-minute. Okay. Wait for price. Yeah, still there's this minor resistance here. Like a lot of people are sending me charts on UJ. Let's take a look at UJ over here. Looking at the daily, okay, daily is bouncing from a support. Looking at the 4 hour previous candle is bullish. So this one is forming right now. So far my bias is bullish just by looking at the daily and the 4 hour. Looking at the 1 hour, it does seem like we tapped into this area over here. Kind of like, because this was resistance. You had this giant candle, London Open, broke through this resistance, went up. Now it's kind of like rejecting this area. Looking at the 30-minute, the 30-minute closed like a weak bearish candle. So if this 30-minute breaks the high of the previous one, there's a higher chance it might come up to retest the high at 107,500. So looking at the 15-minute, it's a mess, So I'd probably go off the 30-minute, because now if you zoom in, what you're gonna find is that what price did was, price went up over here, this candle closed bearish, the next one closed bullish, right? So you kind of have a support forming here, right? This area here. Then this candle came down, this candle, bearish candle, went all the way down, but look where it closed. It closed above this support. This candle went down, and now it's closing, and it's closing above support. So this should mean going up. And that,
thanks, bro.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
didn't catch that.
Yeah. And that in turn, the 4 hour should go bullish. But that's just an
Yeah, it just closed early. And even that 4 hour candle looks like it's making the lower wick to go up. UJ.
Yep.
UJ.
Yeah. So that was kind of like my rundown on how I saw it. All right, what's this? Price created high. If 30-minute support formed, this looks good to retest the high over there. Actually, since this 30 minutes closing, if it's closing a healthy bullish candle, I think the next one has a higher chance to continue going up. What's this? My god, USD CAD is flying LMAO. Yeah, because yeah, man, like oil is dropping hard and CAD is weakening. Plus, also we got interest rates for CAD 2 today, so it's gonna get very interesting today. Wow, this daily candle broke above the highs of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 3, 4 candles. Yeah, we got rates coming too today. It's gonna be an interesting day today. I think we're gonna be here till like the rates till 10 a.m. boys.
All right.
Oh, it's gonna be a camping day.
Camping.
You get some coffee.
They're gonna camp in the markets today.
Camping day.
Yeah, so see, GJ is now having a reaction down from this level. So it makes sense now when you look left, you're like, okay, well, if there's a range, this is the resistance of the range, this is the support of the range. So it's good. We're having a reaction. It's going to come up, create some sort of a resistance, and then we could see a move coming back down to this low. So we'll have to wait and see. Kind of want to neaten up this big fat zone over here. See, the zone is too fat. So we have to neaten this up, kind of, you know, let's bring it down here. Yeah, awesome. So this is the range. Don't want to trade in this range. If price breaks above 134,500, then want to trade above that area, heading up to 134,800. So I'm going to keep that in mind. But if we form resistance here, then we're coming back down. So I'm going to keep that in mind too. What's your thoughts on retail sales since COVID has one no shopping? Yeah, I think retail sales should be pretty bad, and gold should rally up here with the retail sales news. Because I mean, there was no retail selling. These numbers are going to be really bad, man. They say minus 4.9. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be worse than that. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. See, it says automobile sales account for 20% of retail sales, but they tend to be very volatile. The starting airline trend, the core data therefore thought to be better. Yeah, so this depends on the spending people did, like, because here in Canada, I can tell you this right now, the malls are all closed. There's no retail sales happening in Canada. Probably worse in the US.
Yeah.
Because no tourists going there, they're not buying anything. I mean, casinos, I mean, it's just bad.
Internet sales count still though, right?
Internet sales? Yeah, probably retail, I guess.
Retail should be like brick and mortar store sales, right?
Mom and pop shops.
Online should be different. Let's see. Check the 15-minute on GJ. It's already reacting bullish. Yes, we can see that. But see, now this was support formed on GJ, and now you'd be looking for resistance forming in this area. Over here, this would be a no trade zone because this is where price was ranging. See, price came down, candles started printing side by side, so this is ranging. And then if you break above, you have a clean move going up. So this is clean move. Blue is good trade. If we find resistance at 134,300, blue is good trade. And then this is No trade. Let's take a look here. Support formed. Retest. Support formed. Target for bullish. Target for bearish. Yep, makes sense. I think it could be over here, but I think you did this based on your own thing, so it makes sense.
I think I was still watching gold.
Ooh,
It's not move real good.
yeah. Looks like it's gonna come up to 26 and then 28.
Monty,
Yo.
I think retail sales is like brick and mortar stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100% actually. I mean, if it is just that, then obviously, yeah.
It's like it's like gas stations, like petrol stations.
Yep.
Clothing shops, electronic shops, stuff like that. It's durable and non-durable goods.
Okay, we're saying. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cheers, bud.
So like it could be it could be like the gyms over here. I heard that in the gyms and stuff they don't have insurance for viruses. That's why they had to close.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, that's like worldwide. I think is it called indemnity insurance?
Not sure. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
You normally have to have it for any kind of business. Normally, like I have an indemnity insurance if I accidentally make a patient blind.
What?
Yeah, I got it because I'm an optician. So if any, I have indemnity insurance. So when I'm testing your eyes, Chris.
Nah, I'm good. No, I saw that gold, boys. Real good.
Oh, 17.25. Shit.
Yeah, it's looking alright.
Wow, this was 48 pips in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's good.
Jesus.
So, do you think that daily candle is gonna flip now?
I'm good with it. There's a few levels, to be fair, on the way up, I think, but it's getting good. We're looking good.
Here's a comment for Tashan. The black dude talks a lot of sense. Love his input on the stream every day.
Yeah, man's got knowledge.
Black dude.
Yeah, there's positive feedback there.
The next comment will be, that chocolate man has a nice voice.
Chocolate man.
Is he eating some watermelon?
Some fried chicken.
Too far, bro. That was too far.
That's a step, man, wasn't it? That was a step.
Sometimes Mac needs to really process what he's gonna say.
I don't even eat watermelon. What kind of irrelevant racist remark?
And hey, Juan brought the fried chicken.
Alright, we're gonna mute Mac here and then.
We are always. I don't get it. I'm just gonna stay muted. Right.
That's
You
good.
come to India, I will mute you forever.
No way! Don't mute me! Hey!
There's
my
Nina.
boy
Don't mess with Ashan.
came to the rescue.
Hey Tishan, how are you, man?
Sometimes when I come on a stream, like I love Mark, but sometimes a guy just leaves me flabbergasted, honestly. He's so funny, man. I wasn't really enraged he said I had watermelon, by the way. It was just like a joke, But yeah, I'm okay, bro. It's good to see you, man. It's good to hear from everybody. Everyone's analyzing and doing good trades. It's nice.
No, that's not. It's not. It's that the people on YouTube they don't know how we're friends and stuff. So they probably think like I'm in the KVK or something. I don't know. Nina just popped out of nowhere. That's funny.
See, I kind of wanted to enter on this 30-minute candle having the stop above the previous 30-minute candle, but that candle was too small, so I didn't want to take the risk. That would have been a very aggressive trade, so I didn't want to take the risk. So I'm kind of waiting. Might wait a little bit too long here, but yeah, because this stop would have been way too small over here.
Is that like a 20 pip stop, Rakeel?
No. It was pretty good. You know, like 4 or 5 pips.
Okay.
But the body was too small.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Yeah, money. That's like the candle that we avoided on gold.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because you could take it, but it's a lot higher risk, I think. But, although the top small, right? But it doesn't convince me.
It's got no top wick. I don't know.
See, theoretically, like if you're basing it off of the candles making lower lows and lower highs, the stop there would make sense. But
yeah, for sure.
Just the fact the body is too small, it's not that appealing to me.
What put me off is kind of like these as well. What if it just comes down a little bit and then starts to react? That would put me off.
Yeah, my running got stopped down. Yeah, I don't like those fishy body candles.
What's this? Target. Buy when 4 hour will be broken. Okay, so you're looking for a buy above this area. I think GU is also coming down here for that 30-minute candle here. Just like TJ. The best case scenario would be if this candle closes bearish, then I'm going to take a sell off of the next candle to continue down. Wow, man, people are really looking for signals. You didn't get in GJ, right?
Signal here, signal there.
No.
Signal here.
Ooh, look at that pullback.
Yeah, pullbacks.
What is the news on CAD today? Well, if you go to forexfactory.com, you can see a whole bunch of news, and then you look for a symbol called CAD, and then you see CAD.
Rakeel the reporter. Used to work for the media. Yo, who's SS? I don't got anything about leaving the mic unmuted and whatnot, but
Good morning.
oh, hey, Polly.
What happened last night, Rakeel, huh?
Oh, last night, yeah, I went to bed later on.
Mm-hmm.
If the US news is bad, does that mean we should long pairs? Well, we'll have to wait and see how news affects me. Like, the only thing is, gold went up and now it's retracing. So I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, the one thing that does come to my mind is that we did break above this area, so it might be, like, coming down to create a support here to continue bullish. Because if the news is going to be bad, and if it's priced in, if gold starts to move up before the news, that would mean that, okay, that news is priced in. Because they're already anticipating bad numbers and gold is reacting to that since obviously it's going to be bad. But this area is important now. 1720. See what happens.
The stream is funny. Let the Indian talk. Wow, look at those wicks.
Yeah.
Look at those wicks, dude. Wickety wickety time. Get it. I am gonna get coffee.
So, Rakeel, what are you looking for now regarding pound yen?
Oh, nothing. Just waiting here.
Raja GJ sells. Come on, guys. On the 15 is definitely making higher highs and lower highs and lower lows. So I'm still biased for all bearish. Definitely we could see a retest to 134 flat. Is Carol in here?
Yeah.
What's your thought? Makes sense.
We're bouncing off a heavy support on the 4 hours. Just gotta watch out.
Just making a wick on the 4 hour. Continue down.
Okay, what's this? AUD JPY, 1 hour daily 4 hour bearish, waiting for retest to resistance made. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the same thing on GJ here too. Currently, see, we're kind of rejecting this area, so I want to see a bearish candle forming, and that's going to give me confidence to take sells to continue down towards 134 again. We have a chart incoming here. Oh, Julian Sanchez. I think you need to provide more information on this chart. Some more labeling would be appreciated because we don't know what you're seeing here. Price broke above the previous high since 2012. Okay. Before rallying up. Yeah. So you're saying it's going to come down before rallying up. Makes sense, makes sense. Perfect. What are your thoughts on AUD USD? It looks like a sell opinion. Well, I think you need to send a chart. And then we're going to know what's going on. Because right now GJ this is a really important area over here. If GJ respects this area as resistance, we could be coming down. But if GJ comes back in this range, then this is a no trade range over here. It's very difficult.
There's a chart for GJ.
I like Stephanie's chart.
UJ 30 minute. Oh, nice. Going up. Is it really? Did that really work? That buying bias? Oh yeah, nice. Looking up.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely catch that lower high once it gets created. And
Strong bearish close below support. Huge rejection wick. Price coming up for retest only. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
you're looking at 134,570 where you have the area drawn.
For support,
For
where
the
price is gonna come down to.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I was thinking probably to fill that wick, that rejection wick, and possibly come down to 134,830 or 133,800. Because if you look left, there's that clean move.
Oh, so you're looking for sales then?
Sales, yeah. I'm just waiting for the retest.
Oh no, I thought it was buys. I think Rakeel thought it was buys too.
Nah, I'm waiting for the retest time to form resistance.
Yeah, if it respects that zone, which it's doing right now on 134, 350, I see it heading down for the wick fill back to 134.
Yeah.
So I just wait for 50-minute close. And then around 8 a.m. we should get a nice push.
If you look at the 15-minute last bullish candle, there's no wick to the top.
No, yeah. I
And now it's forming a bearish candle.
Right, with rejection to the top. Let's see if this one is gonna either continue up or down. But if it closes below the current one,
yeah,
it should definitely be good. Continue down to 134 even.
So this would have been a nice entry here as it broke below. So yes, that's true. Correct.
Correcto.
After this bullish candle and GJ closes, are you going to wait for the next two close bearish? Yes. Exactly.
This 15-minute is close bearish or below that yellow line.
More than 2,000 people.
What, coronavirus?
On YouTube.
Oh. Every time I hear like a big number, I'm like, coronavirus? If serious, this is a mess.
See, the only problem is, do I want to enter when the 15-minute candle closes bearish, or do I want to wait for the 30-minute to close?
That's what I'm mulling back and forth.
Yeah, me too.
Because of that rejection.
And I'm just thinking about 8 a.m. I don't want to have a pullback. I just want a clean move down, and that's it.
What's this? Euro New Zealand. Clean candles to the left makes sense. We're at resistance. If I see a bullish candle close above past 3 candles, I'll take a buy. Yes, that's good. If we break above this, then you're right. We're coming up to your TP1. Probably first of all coming down to this area here too. That makes sense.
30-minute might close bearish too.
It's closing bearish, but like no, it's a bit stronger, but like a weakish bearish. So I'd rather maybe do a sell stop instead at like 134, but below those wicks, just at 134.15, I think.
Sell stop.
A bit lower than that, and something like that. Then
Just wait 5 minutes and see how it goes.
Right.
So it's very indecisive right now.
Euro GBP, clean traffic, taking a sell here, coming down. Yeah, I think you got this minor support forming here too, so you'll need that to break as well. Plus the candle's about to close in 10 minutes, so we don't know whether this candle's going to close bullish or bearish. Ooh, what's this? Gold chart. Clean move to target zone. Perfect. See, easy analysis. Put a target at like 1740 and yep, we're gonna go over there. Beautiful. What about this resistance over here, and what about this area over here? I mean, just ignored that, right? Just straight up. I mean, who knows what the retail sales will do go up. But the way the UJ candle structure is forming, it just seems like it might start pushing up. So we'll have to wait and see. See, what I want to do is, since this is closing bearish, I mean, even if it closes around 134.200, I might want to take a sell, having the stop above the 30-minute candle, and expect the next 30-minute to continue moving down and come down to fill this area over here. Just gotta wait for it to close.
Oh, it's gone. So you see that's why it's important to wait for a candle to close. Right, Rakeel?
UJ created a support over here. Price made a high. This should continue moving up to fill this range right over here on UJ. This 30-minute candle. Because 30-minute candles are not making higher. If this setup, exact same formation, was on GJ, I would be in buys, 110%. If this same setup was on GJ. Alright, what's this chart over here? Let's take a look. I want to see price close below these 5-minute supports. GJ. Yep, looks good. We got retail sales coming in 1 hour. I've entered no trades at all. The only trade I had was a sell on GJ. It was very, very early in the morning, but other than that, nothing at all. Just waiting.
Yeah, during London had a lot of volume.
GP and ZD. The only problem with GP and ZD 30-minute chart is that it closed with no wick at the top. So I'd be concerned about that, because if this candle starts to break the low of the previous one, then it could mean we might start to push further down. So you'll have to keep that in mind. GJ 15-minute fake out. TP. Yeah, see, this is the problem here is it's in a range. This is a range here in GJ. This is right here. See, till 134.500. From 134.300 up to 134.500. This is a range on GJ. So if you go to like the small time frames are gonna give you like, you know, a lot of opportunities, but the confirmations or the quality of the opportunities is not going to be there. So that's why I'm personally waiting on the 30-minute to show me some sort of an opportunity, because it's going to be a nice, good quality opportunity. Gold closed above this area. It should continue moving up. Do you mark your zones usually on the 1 hour? Yes, 1 and 30. See, for sells, I'd want this candle to close bearish, and then I'm going to take a sell. And then I would anticipate the New York open, because right now price is just bouncing around. It's kind of like consolidating. So you're looking at the time. The next time of volume is going to be around like New York Open. So you might see some little surge in volume coming in about like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then with the New York Open candle, we should start moving. So just kind of like waiting here. What's this? TJ. Support's broken. Yeah, kind of the same thing here. Although I think you can maybe neaten up this big zone you have, which is overlapping the candles. Maybe also stretch here from the left so you can see candles properly. Because if you can't see candles properly like this, it's going to get really hard to enter. Because if you're looking at candles like this, it's pretty hard, you know. I mean, it's just, so you gotta look at candles clearly. Waiting for a 30-minute bearish candle, potential sells. Yeah, I think everyone's eyeing for sells here. A risky sell? I'm going to tell you what's going to be really risky. Really risky, aggressive sell is going to be taking a sell over here and having a stop above the previous candle, which is like 12 pips. That's going to be a risky sell. And then you would anticipate it to continue moving down, and the next New York Open candle to kind of retrace and then continue dropping to 134. But your stop is going to be up here, 134, 350. That's going to be risky. Because it's going to be risky because you're entering before this candle is closing, but you're also entering based on the fact that the previous 15-minute closed bearish, and if this closes bearish, then there's a higher chance for the 30-minute candle to close bearish as well. Because if this 15-minute candle closes bearish, this one, you'd expect the next one to respect the high and also close bearish, and the next NY Open would go boom. Alright, I took an entry over here. This is, I'm risking 0.25%. Normally I'd go with 2% risk.
Nice.
Yeah, since this is aggressive, risky, I've lowered down my risk. Taken an entry.
Yeah, I took entries too. It's just screaming to drop.
Very nice, Floja.
2,000 people taking sells now. Someone messaged down there.
Minus drop.
Oh, USD CAD buy idea. Let's take a look here. Oh, a nice buy idea. It already played out. Beautiful.
Damn.
I mean, what really impresses me, what really impresses me when someone posts a chart, they're like, "This is my entry and this is my target. Let's see if it works out." That's really impressive to me. When trades play out, and then you're like, "Oh, look at the trade I caught." That's not impressive to me at all. I mean, I see that on Instagram all the time. That's just what. Second day where you haven't followed your rules. Yeah, let's see what happens, because this 15 minute is about to close. It's closing bearish, and and one of my rules is also, I mean, if it's risky but my bias is there, then maybe lower down the risk, you know. So my risk is lowered, and if this 30-minute candle closes bearish, and on the next 30-minute candle, then I'm gonna enter with, like, then that's going to be re-entries to continue down to 134, 100, and then eventually 134.80.
Plus that 15-minute broke the low of the previous, so that's just more confirmation that it should come down.
Yeah, I think you're good, Rakeel. And everyone else that took that entry.
We could get below that support before NY open if it keeps going.
Yeah, that's what, we still got,
15 minutes, right?
18 minutes.
Okay.
I tend to agree with what Rakeel's saying, because if you look at it from a monthly perspective, the monthly candle takes time to kind of move. Takes longer to get through its motions. And the monthly candle is currently bullish, but it's bullish with a wick. If you go to the weekly, there's weekly support at 133.750. So potentially what we could be doing on a daily time frame is coming down to tap that this week and kind of create support there on the lower time frames before moving back up again next week. So sales seem good.
See, now the 15-minute candle is about to close. The 30-minute candle currently is hovering below the closes of 1, 2, 3, 4 30-minute candles. So if this 30-minute candle closes below, let's say 134.250, then it's going to be a very, very high probability that the next New York Open 30-minute candle should continue moving bearish.
Even the 5 minutes currently closing below 134.180. It looks perfect.
Gonna be a beautiful month.
Beautiful call, Rakeel.
DJ, waiting to break the.
My bad.
Yeah, please mute yourself, man.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Waiting to break below the range before entering sells. Nice. Looks good. Oh, securing 10 pips right over here. Closing my tiny position and letting a small runner.
Very nice, Raja. Good call.
Ooh, UJ reversed. Wonder what's gonna happen for the retail sales here. It's gonna be interesting. Could be heading up and you didn't want. Could be heading up and you didn't wait for candle to close, but it's not heading. It's heading downtown.
Pound.
We've got an armed robbery going on here. Hands up.
Oh, who's robbing?
There was some dude with a face mask on, man.
Oh. Retest of corrective channels. So you're looking for buys. Oh, confirmation to buy higher high after retest. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Do you have a separate journal to your Insta highlights, Rakeel? No, that's about it. Would you still trade GJ if the spread between 3.5 and 5? No. Will you trade on CAD news? Maybe. Maybe. Alright, let's take a look here. 35 pip range below support. 45 pip range above resistance here, GPAUD. Yep, makes sense. I think you can bring this gray zone a little lower as well. Up to these wicks over here, you can bring it down over here. That would make much more better sense. What's this? GJ idea. Waiting for 30 minutes to close bearish for nice sell confirmation. That is true. That is absolutely true. Because once this 30-minute closes bearish, you have a resistance formed here. In a downtrend, we had a downtrend, price came down, made a low, came up, created a resistance. So now, once the resistance is formed, you start to look at these wicks as areas of destination. Like that's where price should come down to. I mean, destination over here. So we'll wait and see.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What's up?
Good morning.
DJ dropped him.
Kindly check gold again. Let's take. Gold is waiting for retail sales. That's what gold's doing.
Yeah, gold perfectly rejected that support down there.
Yeah, with the retail sales, I mean, they're expecting bad numbers. If they're bad numbers, gold should fly.
Well, it's already 70.
Is your runner at break even? Nope. My runner is not at break even. I'm waiting for this 30-minute to close. So I secured 10 pips as it came down, and now I have a runner running, and it's not a break even. Euro JPY price came down to create a low. I would look for 20 sells in this 30 minutes. Closes bearish, but the 1 hour is closing bullish. Would it be better to enter sells? Yeah, I think it would be better to enter once you have a candle here closing bearish on the 30-minute chart. That's going to be much better. Since gold daily candle has broken yesterday's low, let's take a look here. Okay. If the daily candle closes bearish, would you find it wise to look for shorting opportunities tomorrow? I think you'll have to wait and see how this daily candle closes. Then you could get a better idea, because once this daily candle closes, then you're going to have the 4-hour candles closing, and so far you have this support. And you have this bullish. I think this would have been a nice indication to take a buy here.
Yep.
I took it down there.
Yeah. Even after over here, as it's closing bullish. So see now, these candles are closing bullish here, right? They're closing bullish above the support. I mean, once price was coming here, we were kind of looking at this area as a rejection area, but broke above, closed above before news. So you can just anticipate it to continue moving bullish. What is this? Candles closing in 6 minutes. 32 pip stop. 40. Man, gold is crazy volume here.
Yep. Plus yesterday's candle at this hour open was pretty good.
It's easier to trade with the swing style on gold now, not scalp. It's much easier.
Yeah, that's what I did this morning. I took a bit of drawdown, to be honest.
I don't even try to scalp this. It's swing, but not swing like more than a day. Half day.
Yep.
4-hour trades, and that's all.
All right, AUD USD 30 minutes. Sell stop with TP and oh, nice. You have a sell stop set over there. Pending order with no expiry. Looks good. It's good. GJ here was doing its dance and it's coming back now. I think people got nervous as it started to come up. I started getting private messages. Yo, are you still in sales? Are you still? Yeah, but like the thing is, even if it came up, like I know at 134, 300, that's where my stop loss is always, you know. So I knew if it comes in, I'm going to be out of the trade, so I wasn't worried at all. Wow, man. New York Open is going to happen in 6 minutes there, 5 minutes. And if this closes bearish, this is...
You can look at 15, like it's no wick down there.
Yeah.
It must break down.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Get ready, last 5 minutes of this hour.
There's your...
Okay.
There's your 10 pips again.
Fun.
If you did an exit before, this is your exit right now to secure position.
Pull your pants and go.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Putting stops at break even here.
Yeah.
Very good. Very nice. Very nice.
And I open.
I just watched gold as well.
Yeah.
It's just jumped up real quick.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will break.
So you know, if you guys took the trade on the live streams, just give a like on the stream because you know it helps a lot of people. A lot of people get help.
Yeah,
People got sweating.
Wow.
Raga time.
Okay.
I'm not trying to run only to first base. I need that home run. Well, I run only first bases every day. And collectively I get the home runs. Because when you're aiming for the home run, sometimes you get slipped out.
My trap.
Raja, who taught you Forex? It was Ted. Uncle Ted. Ooh, gold also starting to. New York is about to open in 2 minutes. Oh, GJ is going to continue falling here.
What we watching?
Yeah, what we
horse
watching.
race, man.
Like a horse race.
Expecting it.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for 8 a.m. See how it closes. It might take an entry.
I think with that 8 a.m. push, it should push it down more.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see.
Probably.
Do you expect New York Open turns GJ bullish because 1 hour and 30 minutes is really bearish? No, because there's going to be volume coming in. I would expect it to continue down till 134 with the New York Open push. See, yeah. I mean, if you have your stops at break even, that's perfect. I mean, no one should get this trade in a loss now. You know, from where I entered.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna break now. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh. Well, I'll consider that as take profit hit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The next move it will break down there or go up intensively.
Look at gold there. Ooh, now what are you watching? Watching gold or GJ? Gold and GJ. Ooh, GJ take profit hit. Oh, come on.
Yeah, man. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
made it.
Like that. Beautiful.
Good
We
work.
made it.
Right
Pew,
before
pew.
8 a.m.
Pew, pew,
Pew, pew, pew, pew.
Beautiful.
All right.
Alright.
Perfect. Well, that was the trade of the day, and this is going to be the highlight for today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
man.
done. Well
Tell
done,
you,
man.
last 5 minutes of the hour.
Great call,
Simple,
Rakeel.
nice, easy.
10
10-minute trade.
I mean, it's simple, right? Do it every day.
Yeah. Every day the same stuff.
17 pips.
Very good, motherfuckers.
All right. Take care. Have fun.
Have a nice day.
Beautiful.
That's a great trade.
It was risky, but we made it work.
I think it was.
Risk it, no biscuit.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I think it was an educated call, man.
Yeah, if you watch on the 15-minute, you had a
Mm.
bearish. It went just below the previous 15 candle.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout.
Yeah, that's the trade I take every day. So that was a normal. That was like a normal trade. It wasn't risky for me. I thought it was perfect.
Ooh, 134 flat.
And FTMO down. Let's go.
Wow, this is awesome. It's still running.
Yep, quick fill.
Yeah, you got that runner in there.
Great.
Mac, I hit that target on that trade that we were talking about earlier.
Perfect. So you're done already. Wow, that was quick.
Sweet.
It already made a wick on 1 hour. It could just break down.
We reached 134. Congratulations. Your target has been hit for the day.
Yep, nice call, Rakeel. I'm gonna head off. I'll see you guys later.
All right, brother.
See you,
Take care.
Paul.
Better get on
See you
call.
tonight.
Bye, Paul.
If you take a look at the daily recure, you'll see that we got a wick fill down, and if you look at the weekly support, you'll see 133.750 is like weekly support that we can hit. So that I'm not in the trade. I'm just saying like
Yeah, that's a
that
sensible
the price
price.
potentially could go. Yeah.
Mm. Wow, it rejected 134 just like the previous one. Somebody's typing super quick.
Super quick. So, you know, like we waited a long time for this trade to formulate. Then we got it.
So we got it.
So if you're ending the day at this trade, you're ending the day on a note that you took 0 losses today. I took 0 losses today.
A perfect day.
Yeah, you know, so if you wait the next day, you take a trade, you win the trade, 0 losses. The next day, you wait, you take a trade, 0 losses. And when you look at the week, you have 0 losses. You know, I used to look at Ted and he'd have 0 losses, and I'm like, how? He's like, well, I just wait. I'm like, oh, makes sense.
Yeah. If
You
anyone
took that stupid trade on UJ, but this one made up for it.
Nice.
on UJ, you mean?
Remember that sell on UJ?
Oh.
It was a fake out. Yeah, I lost that, but this one
If
got me back.
Now, if anyone got that trade on DJ, I want it, of course. You know, give rakeel a like. 373 likes. No. Give it a like. Come on, guys. Let's get the like button to 400. 400 is good out of 2,000 people watching.
Does Wix really bring this much volume? It's not about volume in Wix. It's about once price starts to come down, start to look at Wix as destination. So, you know, we talked about this destination. So, you know, the first destination was this wick here. The second one was over here. If price started to continue going bullish, then you would look at these wicks as rejections, right? If, let's say, this candle, it broke above this area, then you would look at the wicks as rejections to say that, okay, yeah, we're going to continue going up. But since it started to come down, they start looking at the wicks as destinations.
Oh wow, 461 likes. Can we get it to 500?
Alright, I'm going to be right back.
And 500. I'm guessing 13 people took a loss today. What? 494.
Mac, I think Friday should be dedicated to you. On Fridays, you should just run the stream.
Why? Why?
I'm giving you an opportunity.
Nice
Take it.
headphone,
Don't
by
ask
the way.
why.
You want me to stay quiet? I'll stay quiet.
No, wow, did I say that?
No,
I-
but that's what you probably mean, you know.
I said that we'll do. You should just host the stream on Friday. Look, bro, you got the likes to 550. You know, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I agree. Bro, but by the way, I like your headphones.
Can we get 600 likes? Oh yeah, they're pretty cool.
I got your niece headphones.
Yeah.
The color is pretty.
You haven't answered him, Mac, as to whether you're going to host the stream on Friday or not, bro. We're still waiting. Still waiting with bated breath for your answer, homie.
Oh shoot, Drew Diesel in the house.
What up? What up? What up, Crow?
Hey, what up, brother?
What up, Drew? Yeah, I'm down. I'll host it. You know, but I'll probably get like half of the chat.
Someone asked, guys, how much did he just make on this trade? I made $50 because I had a smaller risk, so I made $50 on this trade. But it's about the move.
Yeah, it's not about numbers. Numbers
It's about
It's all about the movement.
the process.
All right, what's next?
Oh my God! If we get 700 likes, I will shut up for 2 days.
All right, let's get it.
Get 700
Hey,
likes.
700, let's go.
Shut up for
Shut the stream.
700 likes, and I will shut up for.
What's going on YouTube? I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna hit the like button as well.
I'm gonna create 200 screen names myself.
700 likes, and I'll shut up for 3 days. Oh my God! Yeah, that's what get in there.
I think it should be weak if we hit
Oh,
1,000.
700!
All right, so now
I'll
Max
wait for
getting kicked.
1,000.
Max getting kicked now.
It's a lit.
Why, man?
Yeah, 700 likes, Max gone.
For 1,000 likes, I will get kicked. But I'll actually kick myself. I'll ban myself for 1,000 likes. Nah, that's too much. 1,000 likes and I'll ban myself. Look.
All right, so I guess we're gonna wait for retail sales, and then we're gonna wait for CAD interest rates.
Yeah.
Looking at the higher time frame now, yeah, I think Tashan was right. 133.760. Oh, I already have it marked here. Yeah, so this is that when we were looking left here on the 1 hour, this is the resistance of this range, where price came and tapped into. This is the resistance of this range. Once price breaks below 134, then it's going to come into this range, and then it might come down to 133.750, which is the support of this range.
$1,000 likes. Yo. Yo, I can't believe people are actually liking this. Insanity. We put 200 likes for Monty to shut his hair. We'll get negative likes.
What's this? GJ is strong buy. I think for GJ to be a buy, you would need at least a 30-minute candle closing bullish or a 1 hour candle closing bullish. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it's good. Yeah, because if you can get a small time frames closing bullish, then you could see some sort of a retracement going up. But the move was sells, and we got that move. See right here, trades called GJ sells.
Very nice.
So
I called the first DJ sales at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I better get some tags.
The retail sales, man, it's gonna be pretty interesting because gold is coming down, so I don't know what's gonna happen here with retail sales. It's just ranging now. So when price starts ranging, you know something big is happening. Something big is on
I would
its
love
way.
to see breakdown. Like it fell below 1700 zone. Like that should stay high resistance, strong resistance. Like the last time it was 1 or 2 days on 1700 zone and left
Yo.
I would love to see that, but it doesn't mean it will have.
Yeah, I'd rather it didn't.
Why do you?
That is my wish. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Why do you love GJ so much?
But GJ, no, I'm talking about gold.
Oh.
1700 zone, yeah. Like, if it breaks this recent support, it's going below 1700, definitely.
Gold, when is gold back to normal spreads? When?
Well, that begs the question: Do you anticipate positive retail sales?
I don't know. I'll see. I'll wait. I don't know what will happen. I'll just wait to see if it breaks support or resistance and take the trade based on that. Like, I don't need to know where it will go. I'll see.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Somebody say, "Can we see the Russian guy?"
All right.
That's true. That's true. This the thing is Russian.
Yeah, like what makes you think he's Russian?
USD CAD. Fibonacci support, add another buy, stack previous buy here. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, I mean, looks good, I guess. I'm having a very hard time reading this chart because I don't trade this way. But just by looking at USD CAD, it just looks like it's bullish. It's not a sell. So if that's your bias, then I think that's correct.
Oh my Jesus Christ! Come on, guys, let's get this thing to $1,000. Doing something.
USD ZAR. This isn't for a setup, although I'm in a long from this. Yeah, I think it's good. It's good. For the continuation, yeah, just by looking price action, I mean, it's coming up to your purple area, and I don't trade USD ZAR, so makes sense. GPUSD is a strong buy after 18 minutes, mark my words. Yeah, we'll wait and see how the retail sales affect the dollar, the pound dollar. Let's bring it up over here.
No, it's 800 for me to shut up, which I will.
It was 700 for you to shut up for 2-3 days.
No, it was 800 for me to shut up for 3 days and 1,000 to get kicked. So we want to get kicked, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at GU, and if you think it's going to be good, I mean, talking about buys on GU at the news, that's gambling. That's what I used to do when I was an idiot. You know, I would just gamble on news and it would just turn out to be very, very bad. So if you look on GJ here too, there's no confirmation for buys because it's sells. So if it does drop more, it can drop more like 20-25%.
Mr. Raja, you're trading only GU for GJ these days, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've been trading GJ for the last like 2 years. Mostly just GJ.
You used to mess around with EJ a little bit too. Sorry to interrupt you, whoever that was. You used to mess around with EJ a little bit too, but I don't see you trading EJ anymore.
Yeah, I stopped it. Because because the thing is, once you focus on one pair, you're gonna know that pair moves. That pair will give you a move every day. You know, sometimes you have to wait longer, sometimes you don't have to wait at all. But I think GJ moves enough to satisfy what I need.
Fair enough.
We used to trade a lot of EJ during Nation, but I don't know why we stopped. Well, Rakeel stopped trading Nation.
Yeah, I got busy with family commitments.
Commitments, which I don't have unless I get to 1,000 likes. Commitments. And if anyone
To the guy wanting to see gold break down to 1,700, I think that's pretty unrealistic right now. Primarily because of just the situation with precious metals. When there's periods of huge quantitative easing, that creates a lot of fear in the market because they're basically creating another bubble. And what that means is that there's a bull run in gold. When investors get scared, they put the money into things that retain their value, gold and silver. So 1,700 or back down basically doesn't really make sense.
No, I was talking like a longer period. Like if it breaks 700 soon, like this week, then it will go down. Like, but if it stays above the 700 support zone, then it won't. Like I was thinking like long term, if it breaks 700, it's most likely it won't come back up. Probably. I think it's 100% sure, but yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah, but
it's not 100% sure when there's a but.
Yeah, nothing is 100% sure. Like anything in life isn't 100% sure.
We're at 900 likes. Oh my god!
You're gonna get kicked for a week.
I'm gonna get kicked for 1 week, and
I'm not letting you back.
I even liked it. I even liked my own thing. Oh my god! What did I do?
You're digging your own grave over here.
People are making fake. People are making fake accounts.
The likes are just increasing.
Yeah.
All right, so we got GPAUD here, 4-hour bullish, created a resistance here. 1 hour. See now, GPAUD is the opposite of GJ. You know, we were at a support, waited for a resistance to be formed on the small time frames, it took a sell, it worked out. So GA over here, you need to look at the smaller time frames to see if we're creating a support to continue going up. Yeah.
Pandemic 2020. Yo, 940.
Sorry to interrupt, Mark.
No, go ahead.
What you're also starting to see now is during the first weeks of the coronavirus outbreak, there was a lot of lines drawn in the sand by politicians and by people in finance that work at banks and things like that. They were basically coming out and saying, this won't be that bad. There will be no economic consequences relating to coronavirus and we'll bounce back harder. As time's gone on and economic indicators have been pointing very, very bad for the global economy, what you're now starting to see is last week and the week before, there was optimism. So there was kind of people coming out and saying, we hope or we think that the effects of the economic outbreaks of the economic consequences of the outbreak won't be that bad. And now what you're seeing this week is a lot of economic data coming out. And now countries are coming out and saying, oh, we're reporting 10% losses here. And we anticipate that jobs markets will be down by 30% here. And then the next week and the next month, what you're going to start looking at is that support that's been created in a lot of the stock markets is going to get broken. Boom. Well, if it doesn't, you can just like disregard everything I said, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to enter a depression right soon.
Oh yeah.
Wow, man.
Hey, you know, some really wonderful fundamental analysis. I mean, I just have to say that it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Some knowledge.
Yo, take a look at this. New York volume pushed it really, really low now.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's pushed it back in this range. Wow.
If we would have held on.
If you look left on the 1 hour, you see nice area over 133, 750.
I had it mapped out, but I already met my goal for the day. I made 2%. 300 something.
Would you agree, like, you could monitor the fundamental analysis and all, like, watching Dow Jones and seeing, like, when everything dropped, the crisis was kicking hard and now it's recovering. Maybe if it starts to drop one more time, like, you can monitor Dow Jones and it could be possibly indicator for rest economy.
Yeah, there's a very big difference between understanding fundamentals and then really trying to take entries on smaller time frames. There's a huge difference. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
fundamentals are really, really important. I mean, but if you're looking at fundamentals, then you're looking at like the overall time frames, like the daily, the weekly, the
Swingers,
monthly.
Yeah. I'm like, I was asking that just to, I don't know how to say that, to confirm the trend. Like, currently it's recovering, but I don't know. It's if it breaks again down, it won't be great. Maybe we could have.
Yeah, I kind of use fundamentals to confirm what kind of climate I'm trading within. So I'm not against the general flow. Like Ted and Rakeel always say, we're not the big fish in this. We are the small fish, and you want to try and, if you were swimming next to a blue whale, I'm sure the tide that it would make would carry you out, right? So you don't want to try and swim against the blue whale. You want to try and swim with it.
Yeah.
So the kind of fundamental analysis I do, based on commodities, because commodities are the main drivers of economies, basically, is just to see where I can position myself. So I know if I position myself in the right way and I still get stopped out, it's just a case of my entry was too early, or maybe I wasn't looking at some other technical indicator. But fundamentals is just to confirm like a short-term technical bias, basically. It's not for everyone to say you've got to read the whole Baby Pips website.
Yeah.
Just
And
to take a
some
step.
You just need to know basics.
Oh wow, GU is still dropping. We got 7 minutes for retail sales.
Oh wow, somebody said the British guys are knowing now. People, come on, make up your mind. Is it a Mac or Mac?
Would you say it's fair to say that the fundamental analysis gives you some context for the higher time frame biases?
Yeah, definitely.
I just applied on some creation Forex.
Yeah, it does.
Tournament.
Yeah, it does, because when I understand what the fundamentals are doing, where money is flowing, because it's all about the recycling of money, right? Hold on, I'm gonna go inside. Hold on.
All right, what's this chart over here? This is UJ 15 minute, waiting for price to come up here to take a sell. I think the stop is too tight. This is a 4 pip stop loss, and this will get hit. So there's no point in having a trade like this where you know your stop is going to get hit.
Another runner had a baby.
This chart, gold, makes absolutely no sense at all. So congratulations, you have the garbage chart for today. If someone is hurt by that comment, I mean, just look at this chart. You need to have some sort of labeling. Something should be here. At least write, well, the minimum you could have done, you could have just done, okay guys, look, this is a shoulder, this is a head, this is a shoulder, and I would have said, okay, you know what, makes sense. But nothing. So I'm sorry. Oof. G just coming down to that support of the consolidation we had. Let's take a look to the left here. Yep.
Yeah. The 1 hour looks good.
Yeah, man, this thing is just, the New York Open really pushed it down. This is the I've been counting. This is the 8th time I'm watching it drop like this, like go down or go up based on the New York Open.
Like with the trend or against the trend?
No, like with the trend.
Oh.
Yeah. So this was the close. This is where the candles close, and this is the start of the New York Open. Yeah, this was the start of the New York Open. Just started coming down, back in the range. We got 5 minutes left.
Like, you couldn't lose.
You couldn't lose at all.
Yeah.
If you took a sell and closed your eyes, you won the trade. You had to close your eyes for 26 minutes. Buy stops and sell stops for this news? No. No, I'm not trading anymore. I'm probably going to stick around for the CAD interest rates, but that's about it.
Just at 10, right?
Yeah.
When somebody said, I'm praying that you close the stream already so we don't get to 1,000 likes. Come on, guys. Give it 1,000 likes.
UJ potential sell. I think you need to wait for the news now for UJ and gold. Because UJ is going bullish as we expected, looking at the 4-hour here. Yeah, this is just interesting to see what's going to happen. The worst thing that can happen is the news comes up negative and the dollar pushes up.
Okay, guys, I'm off. Thank you kindly.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good Rob. $963 likes. Oof. Almost.
Fasten your seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelts, Mac.
How do you set exit for your runners in general? Well, it depends where you want to close the position. You know, like my thing came down to like 15 and then came down to like 17 pips and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm probably going to exit. So I exited right over here. Because here price came down, bounced, and when it came down again, there was no confirmation whether it's going to bounce up again, so I just decided to close it. You know, some people are holding, that's pretty good. But it all comes down to where you're more comfortable in closing.
Oh shoot, 26 likes.
I'm excited.
Who isn't?
Salts right now, UG.
Alright.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Yeah, I'm closing my eyes. Man. I'm
I'm
still
closing
holding
my
gold.
I'm closing my eyes. I don't get 1,000 likes. Oh my god, it's 23 left. 23 people. Stop calling your family. People are calling their families. It's not even Christmas.
Yeah, ready.
Get ready.
Yeah,
Looking
I'm not
40 pips on UJ.
I'm not gonna mess around with this at all.
Me neither. I'm just gonna look at it. I'm just gonna look at it.
No.
Far.
Liking anything, Raja?
Wow, GJ tapped 133. The zone that I
I'm
had.
gonna close my eyes on UJ.
Wow, look at that spread on gold.
Yeah, gold make a nice little pullback though.
Down.
Let's go, UJ.
Yeah, it's a wick up and
Don't be suspicious.
Nothing.
boom down. Let's go.
Nothing. Ah. Up.
Oh, the numbers aren't out yet. Oh, wow. So bad. Retail sales negative
double
8.7.
AJ's not dropping.
What a dud.
What a dud.
Oh well.
Mac, we're 4 likes away from
Oh
you
my
getting
god, 3
booted.
likes. 3 likes. 3 likes. This is
You're
not.
done.
Oh, 1
You're
like, 1
done
like.
now.
Oh my god.
And you're
You're
done.
going on YouTube just to
Oh
like
my
it.
god.
Kick him.
Bro.
Come on.
Oh my god, somebody went down. Somebody went down.
Alright, as soon as it gets to
Oh,
1,000, I'm
what?
hitting remove.
No.
Oh,
I dare you.
remove!
I dare you to kick me. I dare you to kick me. I'm not coming back. I dare you.
We won!
Hey!
We won!
Good work. Bye, Mac.
Mac is gone. Congratulations.
Someone even sent some money. Bye,
You
Mac.
kick him.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
That was the deal.
That's the deal. Get 1,000. He's not here for a week. We've got a week off.
We donate $2.
Oh.
We should do that every day, yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that. Every day, someone else.
That is crazy.
Imagine kicking Ted from the stream.
Chat's loving it. Look.
Oh. Well, he's gone for till next Monday now.
Yeah, he said
Really?
a week. 1,000 was a week.
Holy shit, GJ is still dropping.
Yeah.
Wow, this thing is still going.
Man.
What a trade call, man. This would have been 50, 60 pips. Jesus.
Dow Jones is already also dropping, so.
Oof, GU also dropped.
Yeah.
Remember the guy who said that GU is gonna go up?
And everything was bearish.
Wow, it's crazy. Usually people's prices get slipped. Here, Mac got slipped.
Mac got kicked.
Wow, this was a great trade call here in GJ. Damn. Look how candles kept making lower, even on the 15 minutes, kept making lower highs, lower lows. Just down, 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 down. What's this chart here? GP CAD 30 minutes. Oh. Yeah. I mean, the probability wasn't here. Also, there was a lot of rejections here too, a lot of wicks here.
That was better than NFT.
Yeah. Hey Raja, kind of risky trade, but made my bias and the zone was clean. What do you think? Let's take a look here. Ooh. Yeah, this was risky, but very nice.
Technically, it broke down the support, like stop was the previous week field.
Oh, I got it from my phone. I got it from my phone. You can't kick me. Yeah.
You should ban him so he cannot join again.
Alright, let's
until tomorrow. Like ban 24 hours, 23. Like give him 22 so he can join next stream.
No. I'm gonna admit. I'm gonna admit it. I said it, and I'm gonna take responsibility for it. So
that's what the real men do.
I'm gonna miss this.
Okay, so GJ is done. The trade was the sells. If you missed it, you missed it. So we're gonna skip over it. Wow, GU also fell down.
Could you open Raja like daily on the GJ?
Yeah.
Like this zone 33, 400 down there. Support down on the daily. Even more or less, yeah. If it breaks that, like it's not almost the clean move down, like, but if that happens, like it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
come down to 132, 200. I mean, this move alone is wild.
Yeah.
So see now
Like,
you're
if
so
yeah.
so now you're looking at the 4-hour levels. So you're looking at the 4-hour levels. So if you look at over here, what you're going to see is that you had a support here, which price came down to. So in the smaller time frames, you'll see price kind of like reacting here, just as price reacted here and here on the smaller time frames. After that support, you have the next one down here and the next one down here. So when you're trading, you're basically trading when price goes from
Zones.
yeah, exactly, from a zone to zone, and then you're looking at the candles to give you those confirmations, right? So if you look at this yellow zone here, which was a support, we were looking for candles to give us that confirmation. Okay, you know, on 15 minute we got a confirmation here, and so you're basically marking your zones on the 4-hour time frames, maybe the daily as well, and then going through the small time frames to look for those confirmations. I wish I knew the best pairs to trade. The best pair to trade is the pair which you can devote your time to every day. That's the best pair to trade.
Like I was trading gold 1 month, only gold, and then I switched to the GJ, and it was like 10 times easier. Like it was, I'll go cheat. It was like, it was not the problem to catch a trade on a GJ. It's clean move. There's no smaller stop loss. Like the gold is the big boss trading in trading.
Wow, it looks like we were right about the UJ heading up too.
Yep, you called it.
I think a lot of these news reports aren't as we expect, just because the Federal Reserve is printing so much money. So every type of like financial event that comes into the market, we're all expecting it to, you know, UJ should have tanked on that bad news and gold should have rocketed. It's difficult for it to do that, simply because they're putting trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars into the market to pump stuff up. So with regards to buying junk bonds, they're doing everything they can basically to prop the market up. They're buying junk bonds. They're just doing crazy things. It's like they're putting more money into the market than 2008 financial crash. And that's known as the Great Financial Crash because the housing markets burst. So you got to ask yourself, the US dollar isn't weakening. So what are other currency pairs related to that going to do in the long term and in the short term? You've got it baffles me. But with the recession that's coming, you got to look at yourself and you got to position yourself for the kind of the fallout that's going to come from all of these economic implications that we're going through, that we're not being asked about. So what I mean by that is when the balance sheets of these companies and of the country is actually accounted for, who takes on paying all of that back? People like us. So you got to try and put yourself in the best position in terms of trading to like try and succeed from that. Buying gold isn't just as simple as like the market's going down so you buy. You got to kind of it's just a bit of a madness, because oil's down, the stock market's down, gold is up. So
given what's going on with the health crisis, it's definitely uncharted territory. So
yeah,
there's
exactly.
not much to go back in the past and have as historical reference. So I think madness is probably the best way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is madness. They've never printed this money before. 12 years ago, when the great financial crash happened in 2008, it was illegal for the Federal Reserve to buy into any kind of stocks, and now it's okay for them to do that. It's just like
like
they
anything
just
to
create
save the
their
world.
own rules, man. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna change our rules for this. But it does seem like they're running out of bullets. Yeah, it seems like they're running out of bullets. The clip's getting empty.
All right, blanks.
No, I mean, in terms of like them throwing money at the market and all that it can. When the great financial crash happened in 2008, they unloaded quantitative easing for the first time, and they put like $6 trillion into the market, and that basically stopped everything. That stopped everything from crashing and led to like a rebound in the economy. This time they're trying to do the same thing, but everything's still crashing. All economic indicators are not rebounding as they're putting money into the market. So now every few days you start hearing Pelosi talk about and Trump talk about, oh, we need another 2 trillion. Oh, we need another 3 trillion. It's just like
Pelosi's out of her mind.
Where are these trillions coming from?
Pelosi.
I would be happy with $1 million. I don't need trillion.
Well, that's funny because they just announced that the richest Americans that earn over 100 grand a year are entitled to $1.7 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of her mind.
Monty, are you still in your gold trade?
Yeah, man. Yeah, still in it. Yeah, I've kept it open.
What's your position?
1162.
11.
Yeah, man.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's at 17 right now.
Yep.
Really?
Well, 15.
So that's position open like 1 year almost.
Oh no, sorry, 17, 11.
17.
62.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
Like 1100.
Man, trust me, I won't be sitting here now.
I'm looking like, wow. Okay.
No, I won't be sitting here now, believe.
Man's been holding that trade from he was 50 years
Long.
old.
Sorry, bro. No, my bad.
Oh, started
No,
Forex.
17 and 11.6. That's entry, but I closed half at like just under 17.20. Now I was just hoping. Basically, I left it open just in case that news was solid, basically, and just give me a big push. But we'll see. This could just be a big grab to continue up. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Is anybody like watching crypto seriously?
No, not me.
No, not at all, never.
Wow.
Well, I would just.
Man, you look at a lot of things.
I have so much time to do. I don't know. I just like to watch pairs. I don't know everything.
That's not healthy for your trading.
I watch 4 pairs: Bitcoin, and that is only for fun. Ripple because I own it and I don't trade it, and just GJ and gold. I trade GJ and gold.
Oh, I have Ripple too.
Really? Yeah. It's cheap now, but I'm scared. Like the last drop, when the last crash was, the cryptocurrencies dropped too. So if the second crash comes, crypto would melt. Like it's already, Ripple was 30-40 cents regularly, 20. Now it's 18, and it's dropping. Bitcoin is under 7K.
Yeah, something you should look into if you're holding crypto is that the U.S. Treasury is starting to sanction Bitcoin addresses. That's something you can Google. But if you hold any cryptocurrency, just be mindful that the U.S. Treasury is starting to sanction certain Bitcoin addresses. So look into that.
I don't know. Bitcoin is just like top star. I believe in XRP.
Ripples, I had 3,000 when they first came out, and I started buying at 1, and then when they went to like $3, like a week after, I bought the rest of them, and then I'm still holding them.
Yeah, you should like.
Take a huge loss there.
I don't know what is with that Ripple. Like they are doing so many partnerships with banks, I don't know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That they should be, I don't know. You could take a documentary on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the whole point of a cryptocurrency is to be completely unknown, right? And they want to regulate bitcoins because banks don't want to adapt them unless they.
Yeah, but they want to regulate the XRP. Like they are trying to switch the dollar with the XRP. That is the goal.
Right.
But I don't know, is that possible to happen? But
no, that's impossible.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
nothing is impossible, but less likely to happen. Like the chances are real.
You're not going to see XRP replace the dollar like that. It ain't going to work like that, but it's going to be used as a means of funds transfer.
Yeah, transactions
behind the scenes.
Yeah. That's what, like they would use XRP to transaction for this, I don't know, $2 trillion, for example. Like it will be faster.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. So
don't know how to express perfectly.
Matt.
Yeah.
Wake up, bro.
Well, I know my glasses, bro.
The only thing, well, there's 1 hour left for interest rates, and I'm really debating whether I should just leave and play Call of Duty or just sit and wait for CAD interest rates.
Let's do Call of Duty then.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same.
I'd say we play Call of Duty.
Because I know I'm not going to take a trade on CAD interest rates. I know that for sure.
So why waste? Leave a host to someone else and go play Call of Duty.
A host.
Yeah, but you can't do YouTube, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I have to do a couple of things too. Oh, someone sent a chart. Let's take a look at this.
Mark, mute yourself, man. Flipping, huh?
Gold 2 hour chart. Trend line broken, downtrend forming. TP. Yeah, I think you're right. Below that purple line you have, it's going to be a better sell below that line, which is right here in it. 1710, 1707.
If you look though, gold's been making lower highs the last these big moves.
Yeah.
It kind of ranges up and then takes really big shits down.
Yep.
And so
that 4 hour looks nasty now.
yeah, but if it doesn't break, the next 4 hour will rock it up, bro. If it closes like this, the next 4 hour will just go boom, man.
Yeah.
Right off support, so
I'm kind of just running my risk right now. It's proper close, but
are you break even?
Yeah. I'm about 10-15 pips up, break even.
I closed that. I ended at 17.16, and I closed at 17.17 instead of like 17.25.
Yeah.
But that was just in anticipation of it going up to 17.30, right? So
yep.
I'm kind of happy. I'm still happy with 10 pips. 10 pips.
That's a good trade, man. No, it's still good.
But I am looking at re-entering when I do see some confirms. So
yeah, I'm
see.
Looking at what's happening now, lower time frames. I'm just paying attention on 15 and stuff at the minute. It's kind of exactly the same play as what we were looking at this morning.
17.25.
Yeah, but not convinced yet. I mean, if I can stay in wicked, but I'm not going to re-enter yet. I think realistically got to be up above. I might have to get in at 20s above there.
Like, look at the VIX.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Monty. Because if you look now, it's come down and it's messy between 17.10, 17.24.
Yep.
Plus, above 24 now is the next clean zone where you get in.
Yeah, for real. I think that's really where you're looking.
Yeah, because you want to see it kind of breaking the lower high that it's made.
Yep, that's
a great structure. Because it's not making lower lows, but it could potentially,
I mean, it depends how risky you are, really. But I mean, I'm not going to take another kind of trade like I did this morning down here. I mean, I done all right of it, to be fair.
Yeah, not again.
I ain't gonna do it again now.
Rakeel, maybe.
Is that US dollar yuan?
Yeah, that's jumping. That's jumping.
Yeah. That is. This is what I mean about them printing money into the US dollar. Retail sales is the worst it's ever been, and UJ does that. It's crazy.
Yeah, that full move today is madness.
Well, Gorilla Strength, you mentioned that they're running out of bullets, but an IMF economist said that you're looking more at 1929 Great Depression than you are like the 2008 recession. And if that's the case, then there's not going to be a big enough bullet or enough bullets to stop it, because that's a serious situation.
Yeah, the problem. So I agree with what you're saying, but the way they're looking at it is they're looking at it like they can paper over this crack. That's why they've kind of emptied the clip, and that's why they keep doing things that they're doing. It's unprecedented because now they're buying junk bonds. There's never been a time in history where the Federal Reserve has been allowed to buy junk bonds, basically. So yeah, it's crazy, man. When you look at what they're doing, you think who these people are meant to be experts with PhDs, and yeah,
they're doing these things, and they don't usually do these things. So these are extreme measures, and it's not making much of a dent in what's happening, is it?
No, but that comes back to what I said yesterday regarding if the IMF coming out and saying that the global economy or the US economy is going to get to 1929 depression levels, well then we've got to start looking at what happened with the stock market and how that affected transfers of money,
absolutely,
precious metals and things like that. And it alludes to basically a really good time to be in precious metals and being able to trade gold like we do. Perfect, because the stock market's only corrected 30% from its highs, and that was the absolute low, and now it's actually moved back up. So start talking about standard deviations again. If we're able to actually get like a 1 or 2 standard deviation correction from the high, we're talking about 15,000, 12,000, 10,000, which just means gold could potentially go to the moon. We just have to sit and wait for confirms.
Yeah, a lot of patience.
Yeah, it's like those AJ buys, Monte.
Yeah.
Like some people were like, oh, why? Like people DM'd me and they were like, oh, why didn't you just hold one position? It's like I'm not a swinger, I'm a scalper.
Get in and out. If that's your way, that's it. If that's your way, well, the same as that trade you just took then. Really, you could have held it a bit longer, but if you're happy with it, do your thing. It's fine.
Yeah.
No harm in that. That's what I mean. This trade I took this morning is completely different to normal because it was more of a long-term play thing. I wasn't aiming for like 20-30 pips or something. I was aiming to get like back up to like 13-30s and stuff like that. Yeah, well above that. But that's the play, But at least I could bank something on the way, so I know I've made something, and then I can be at break even. If it keeps going, I'll look for re-entries later on. So, but it didn't this time.
Right.
That's all. I ain't gonna lose.
I've made like 60% this week, 68%.
Yeah, for real. Nice work, man.
So my whole thing is like, I'm willing to. My goal for the week is always 25%.
Yeah.
So if I feel like I can press my advantage,
that's where you can make it count.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where you can make it count. I think I'm not that good at doing that, to be honest.
So, you like the money right now, huh?
Yeah, I like the holds. I can hold good, but it's just more, I don't capitalise. I don't think some of the moves I take, I could probably have re-entries where I look at it and think, that's a big good place, and then don't action it, if that makes sense. And I've already probably got a good run or something, maximising the proper move. But yeah, still it works out. It's profitable long term, so yeah, just the way. Like you said, there ain't no rush.
Yeah, there's no rush. Yeah, that's right, man. And yeah, I can leave my stop loss a lot wider than what I usually my stop loss is 10-15 pips. But it just means that I've got more room to play with the profits that I've made.
Yep.
But then that means that you've got to be able to not overtrade, and you can't move your stop loss once it's set. So it's not something that, you know, people on YouTube, you might be listening to what we're saying, me and Chris. I'm not as experienced as Chris or Rakeel or Ted. I'm still learning. But what you got to understand is that you need to have a certain level of discipline to be able to implement certain types of rules.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, massive.
So if you like, let's say Monty's goal for the week is 10%, right? And it's Wednesday today and he made 15. Let's say he takes 3% and says, right, I can put my stop loss X amount wider on gold. If he loses that 3%, he knows that he's already still 2% above his weekly goal.
Yeah, exactly.
And because he's in control of his emotions, he's not going to go back on Wednesday after an hour and it's like, right,
smash it in.
Make that 3%, because then you lose another percent. And that's when you start getting into bad habits, man.
And that's the same as at the start of the week as well. I'll take it steady at the start. Like Monday, I'll be half risk as well, just to get off the bat. I don't want to start really, if I can, without a loss, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't want to start with the loss and then have to try and not chase it, but work towards getting it back.
Why is Monday your day that you kind of take? Why is Monday that?
I think it's just historics. Just looking at my data, and I just tend to do worse on a Monday. That's kind of basically all it is. But then on the other hand, sometimes I get caught out with like the odd news movement or something that's being taken, because Monday, London Open, you know, you get some good moves, but some of the news from the weekend still needs to be absorbed in the market, and it kind of sometimes that catches you out. You know, you get the odd move that doesn't really fit, and then it's like, oh man, you know, it's just one of them. It looks nice, but then it doesn't do its thing. But that's just, you know, history stuff, just things I've picked up over time.
Is that because you write things down, or you write?
Oh yeah, all journal stuff. Yeah, so things like I've kept track of, like, you know, how many trades I take on certain days and how profitable I am on specific days, and Monday's my worst one basically. So then I just lowered it down, so less risk on Monday. Still make the same amount of trades, but I just wouldn't make so much percentage gain, if that makes sense. But then if I have a bad day, I'm not going to lose so much.
Yeah, and that's some gems for you, YouTube. Gems, mate, absolute gems.
You just got to know where you stand. I mean, that could have been a Wednesday, it could have been a Friday, it could be any day, but you know, if your worst day is on that day, then trust me, you want to deal with it and try and figure out why. But the thing is, for me, I couldn't really figure out why, apart from maybe stuff from the weekend, or maybe I'm not really, you know, fully committed to it in my head, you know, because I've had a weekend, chilled out, you know, get back into it and just take the trade straight off the bat sometimes, and then it's like, I should have thought that through a bit more, you know. But it's like Wednesday and Thursday is normally the best day to maximise. This week's different because it's bank holiday, isn't it? So.
Yeah, you know, like if you look at, I said 25%. Not every week is 25%, man.
Nah.
Yeah.
No way. Sometimes I might do 5% in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
some week you can make 200.
You take what the market
gives
you. What you get. Exactly that. I haven't got a target for the week. I just don't want to go backwards. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I'm 2% up, I ain't risking more than that because I'm not going backwards.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If you did that over time, well, for me, the way I've done it over time, it's fine.
All right, guys. I'm gonna head up.
We're see you later, bro.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off too. No
okay,
use,
later, guys.
no use watching the chart since you're not going to take any trade.
Take it easy.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, take
See you on Warzone later on.
Take it easy.
All right, man.
Yeah, be safe out there.
Raja, stream Call of Duty today. Why not?
I don't know how to do that from computer.
It took him long enough to work his mic out the other day.
Yeah.
Google is your friend.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right, take care.
I can help you if you want. Yeah, have a nice day.
All right.